Hi everyone, my name is Narnia Bohler-Muller, and this year I'm the head of delegation of W20SA South Africa, an engagement group of the G20. South Africa is very excited to be the president, and we as W20 are very excited to be able to contribute towards what will be happening in 2025. My full-time job is as an executive at the Human Sciences Research Council. It really does make it extraordinary being the first African country to host. Of course, South Africa is also the only African country to be part of the G20, and that needs to be remedied going forward. I know that we are going to be looking at our networks throughout Africa, bringing African businesswomen in particular into our discussions. We also have, besides the African voices that will be amplified through our interactions with the AU and the other regional economic commissions, we will be looking at how we can integrate what has been done over the past 4 years by countries from the global south. So we are African, but we're also the 4th global south country in a row that will be the presidency of Women20. It was initially Indonesia, then India, and then Brazil, and now South Africa. So there's a lot of things that we can discuss around the role of Africa and the global south in the world going forward. I think that as Women20 South Africa, we will stand firm in our identity as South Africans. Of course, one needs to be diplomatic in situations like this. It is a multilateral space, and we need to ensure that we bring everyone on board from across the G20. But besides bringing people on board, we most certainly need to show the world who South Africa is. We have a constitution that entrenches the right to equality, and that is the right to equality for women, for disabled people, for the LGBTQI plus community, for people with disabilities. The constitution also gives us the framework for a country that is going to be united and democratic going forward. And I think this identity will bring us to a place that is good. Because yes, the crisis is here, but South Africa can stand for what we stand for under these circumstances. Because we are South Africa's, the global world, the global south, the global north, know what we stand for, and it's important for us to then take that message forward. So the difference will be the amplification of the voices of African women, the amplification of the voices of women from the global south, and working towards pushing back on the pushback with grace. But we do need to make sure that we cannot have a situation of such backsliding, I'm not sure what else to call it, around women's rights and diversity and inclusion and equality. So we will work together with all the countries of the G20, but it is important for us to stand by our identity as South Africans. I think that it's exciting for us to be launching W20 here at the NRF. We are hoping that the program is interesting, that we speak to people's needs. Of course, there's many different stakeholders and constituencies that are going to be in the audience. But the important part is for people to know what W20 is and what it stands for.